So today's video is page 144, question 7, the game controller. Okay, so it's based on an ellipse. So again, reading the question and taking it in bite-sized pieces. The curve ABCD is elliptical. So we'd always go with that first. Do that first. F1 and F2 are focal points. Then it's telling us, right, find the focal points. Circles of radius 15 are tangential to the ellipse at point U and V. So you go and do that one. And then finally, the curve HIJ is a parabola. Then you do that one. Draw the given diagram. So, design, I should say. So by reading the question, you take it in those small pieces, and that way we'll be able to do it in the way they want us to do it. That'll get all the information that we need. So first things first, we're going to do the ellipse, all right? So the major axis is 150, minor axis is 100. All right, so major axis 150. And minor axis 100. All that construction nice and light now, okay? All the construction work nice and light, so it'll just fade into the background. There's our major circle. All right, in our divisions line, so divide it up there, 60, 30. Now, there's our divisions. Now, when we're figuring out when the division line hits the outside there, we need to remember which way it goes. Alright, so first of all, we have our point A out here. Our point B is here. D is down here. And C is over here. Alright, so that's our major axis. So this is our minor axis. So when the division line goes out and hits the big circle, you go parallel from the minor out from where the division line hits the major circle. Alright, now a portion obviously of this ellipse on the bottom is going to get chopped off, but we're still going to pop it in anyway. We're going to pop it in nice and light, okay? Right, now I'm popping in that. I'm going to keep it kind of light enough just for now, because I know I have two circles down here. The top half you can absolutely heavy in most of that. I'm just going to keep the bottom portion just light, just because I know I have tangents there. I have two circles, and I have our parabola HIJ as well, okay, all chopping off. So I'm just going to heavy in the top. And just as far as here for the bottom. All right, now, next thing they're asking us to do is put in the focal points. So, focal point, half the major. So we're going to go from the center of the circle out to A, half the major, swing it from the minor. That gets us F1 and F2 where it crosses this axis. F1, F2. Okay. Now, in the image, it shows us taking F1, dropping it down to hit our ellipse, which gives us point Q. Alright. Now it tells us that the circle, so we found our F1's F2, next the circles UV are tangential to the ellipse. So what we need to do is we need to join F1 to F2. There we have it there. F1, F2. We need to bisect our angle. Alright, so bisecting our angle, swing an arc, any measurement between the line F1, F2, where it makes contact with the two sides. Swing your arcs, join it back there to U, and we have our division here. Alright, tells us there the radius. So out this way, this is our normal here. The radius back is 15 millimeters, step back 15 millimeters. So what we found here is a normal, alright, but the circle's making a tangential, is going tangential to it. So there we have it there to there. There is our circle. We're going to pop it in nice and light now, is the only thing. So pop it in nice and light. Heavy again, we'll heavy after. Bring it over to the far side. Alright. You can bisect again if you want to, or you can just do a mirror image. Take it from the center here, stretch it to the outside. There's my distance. Pop it to the other side. Alright, so I have my point brought across. And do my light circle there. Okay, which is a tangent. Now I know straight away I can heavy this in as far as here. I know it can't go any further than that. And that is U and V. Alright. Tells us then HIJ is a parabola. HIJ is a parabola in here. Alright, so it tells us from the center line, I'm going to step down 30 millimeters. Pop down 30. Draw a light line across. Alright. Okay, pop the light line across, step up 10 then from the center line. That gets us point I, so that's I up there. Where we brought this 30 line across, where it hits the circle, that is H, and over here, that is J. And now we can build up our rectangle then. Alright, now we don't have to do one side, we'll only do one side of it. Divide that up, and it tells us I is the vertex. Alright, so taking our line, sending it off at an angle. We're going to use our compass to divide up this steel piece. To start, pick your spaces. I'll just do 4 spacings. We're going to do sliding set squares in. And take the last arc we made to the end of the line. And you're just going to slide and set square those back. Alright. That's my 4 points here. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Again, you're going to have clutter here now, alright, because we have information going over information. So just be conscious of that. We're going to do 4 spacings again, stepping out from H. And again, it's okay to have that overlap of information. So once we start heavying it in, the stuff we actually need, then that'll be the concrete information left over, the drawing left over. So after dividing this side here, we'll join that to the vertex, where it hits the line now. So where it hits our line, where we've done our divisions of a line, join that up. We'll drop them down from above, for first to first, second to second, third to third. This is our parabola here, so it kicks inside our tangent, okay. Our circle, I mean, sorry. And that kicks down here. Now we're going to pop it onto the far side, so we're going to do a mirror image again. So, excuse me, take each point, transfer it over to the right hand side. We're doing our axial symmetry basically. Compass on our axis, stretch it out to the point, flip it onto the far side. Move it to the next one. So, alright, moving it to here, pick your point, flip it to the far side. Last one is here, pick your point, flip it to the far side. Ooh. Flip it to the far side. Now we have all our points. Bring them down. Here's the J, up, over and around. Alright, now you can go back and heavy the circles in the bottom there, where it makes contact between the parabola and the ellipse. Alright, so that finish off that end there. Now all that's left is the two symbols here. Sorry about that now. So we're going to pop the circle in here. It tells us to measure out from the center line, measure out 30 millimeters to the right, or to the left I should say. And put a light line here. And it tells us from the top, measure down 30 as well. So from B, measure down 30 as well. Bring it across. Where they cross over, that is the center point. It's hard to see it in that question, but the radius is 14 millimeters. Alright, so the radius for that is 14. Again, heavy it in so you can see it. And last little pig is this side here. So it tells us measure over 20. Alright, over 20. And it's from this here. So I'm going to bring center that across. Drop down, center the left one, circle, drop down that 20 mil that we have here. And we're going from that point 45 degrees. Left and right, up and down. Alright. And you're going to build out this then, just like we did in the previous question, to make that X. Alright. All light lines first. All popping it in. And it tells us everything is 10 out all the way around. And once you have all those 10s dotted out all the way around, you can heavy in your button. That is your button there. Alright, and that is your page 144, question 7. Alright, take your time. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of information happening here. So take your time on that so we don't get muddled up where things are going, but it'll all come together eventually.